how do you find a cheap car in 2025?
You have to be a hawk on Facebook Marketplace. You have to like wake up and like look at Facebook Marketplace like it's the news. And though that's not always the case, sometimes like my $900 Lexus it was a client of mine when I was working at a dealership, and I asked about it because it was just sitting out front of his shop and it looked like it's been sitting for a while, and I asked about it. And it was an older guy, and it seems like a lot of older people aren't as in tune or aren't as affected with the economy as like millennials and Gen Z. So, you know,
there's the power steering.
Yep. So, you know, a lot of the younger generation is trying to get the most money out of everything they have, whereas a lot of older people can't afford to take a loss on things. So, buying a car from a younger person is kind of a red flag. Buying from an older person who has I call it the financial bandwidth to take a loss on something.
Yeah.
Whereas it's not going to hurt them. Whereas like if someone is younger is trying to sell something, they're trying to get the most out of it.
Yeah.
And
I really need the money.
Exactly.
Yeah. And especially if they say that.
The best thing is just put like people put in no rush to sell.
Yeah.
And you know, that's when you see that, it's like don't lowball them, or they'll just tell you to kick rocks.
Yeah.
Because there will, and I have seen people before where it's like they'll list something for sale and they'll get too many lowballers on Marketplace and they'll just throw it away. I have seen people do that where it's like they get lowballed so often and they're just taking photos of like the thing that people wanted in the garbage because they go, oh, you know, they'd much rather just see it in the garbage than have to deal with people on Facebook Marketplace.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, people ask me questions all the time. How do you get these deals? Like, oh, it's not fair. And I'm like,
what do you mean it's not fair?
What do you mean it's not fair?
For some people, especially in our friend group, one of the advantages that you have, Lance, is like full stats and confidence to just knock on a door and ask about a car. Like, what are they going to do? Be mean to me? Ooh. Yeah.
Unfortunately, I put that skill onto my friend Dylan, and now he's bought 2 pink Tauruses. Though, and I told him, and I'm like, hey, boss, man, like you get cheap cars doing that way, but he's now paid $4,000 for pink Tauruses, and I'm like, well,
okay.